Good morning, everybody. On some time, I thought I would come and chat with you. So it's a good day for organization for me. So I've been doing a lot of organization of my files, activities, and kind of really excited about the finding things that I thought I have forgotten about them, and really making a list of what is coming up and what is already scheduled and how we can you know get prepared for those things, that kind of thing, right? I always feel good when I organize and then when I change things and throw things away, right? That they're rather useful for me. I do that quite often. Some people do it spring and summer, something like that, but I do it quite often so that things fall into place, and then I have clarity about what I'm doing and how much time. That saves a lot of mental energy. We don't have to really uh, do about that, right? So that's what I was doing all morning, and it's very fulfilling. See, small things we can get our mind in order, you know don't allow the mind to go vagabond to wherever it wants to, right? So I don't indulge in that kind of, uh, unconscious thinking of negatives in the past or some fears of the future. No. How am I here and now? Am I focused? Am I really into what I'm doing? That's all I worry about. Right? That's a very big saver on my energy, I think. But you do everything with attention, things really fall in place, right? Simplify, simplify, simplify. That's what they said, right? Simplify everything. My whole life simplification is simple living and rich inner thinking, and not even thinking, but beyond that, really be aware of what we are about to do, what we want to do, what really helps us to feel great and all that, right? So actually, that kind of inner rich life is very uh, exhilarating, very empowering, and very much energizing, right? That's my experience. Okay, so it's not like thinking on the same thing again and again. It's like elevating our thinking to something bigger, something richer than us, or our little self. Mm. So in the beginning, we needed the little self to direct us to really do the things outward for our protection of the body and study some skills and getting those skills. And like I was went to medical school to learn how to examine the patient, how to diagnose his problem, and how to find solutions from the knowledge that we had. So that was required me some discipline and approach to that, and that was there in the school because they said you are a student, your job is to study every day, and if you spend one day without studying, then you wasted your food that day. That was the way they used to teach us. But nicely, not harshly, but kind of they used to say that. But they used to give a lot of encouragement when we are disciplined and learn what we need to learn. And all. Even the teachers were like that. The very uh, good atmosphere that we brought up in. So. When you organize yourself inwardly, that means, am I uh, catering to a lot of gossip or uh, forming opinion about others or getting influenced by the opinions of others? Um, so my daughter does that. She always worried about what other people are thinking and all that. And we try to tell her, no, 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 be here and pay attention to these people. She's learning. So yeah, these habits can form very easily, and then we kind of really don't pay attention to them. So simple life externally, that is kind of difficult in America because they want to make our external life complicated. They say you are not enough, you have to buy this, then only you will be happy. On the TV, right? And the whole concept is that even Steve Jobs, when he said, "I'm going to make them invent things that they have never thought that they are there," right? He always invented more users with the phone rather than less users. It used to be I was there when only AT&T is a major thing, and the telephone is the only one that worked after a big storm and all that. And the price was not that bad either. But after the smartphones have come, and they opened up so many things that you could do on the phone, but then you lost control of your time, you lost control of your mind, and all that because you are involved all the time, right? So it's a wonderful thing to use the telephone now because when I used to call India, my folks, it used to cost us hundreds of dollars, you know. So for a few minutes, we had to pay hundreds of dollars. But now on the WhatsApp, I call free. That's why I take advantage of that and call my sister. I want to talk to her, so I call every day. At least she gets a few minutes every day. You know, so if she needs me, I will be certainly there. But at least I know what's going on with her on a daily basis. She's 82 now, so I believe in spending time with people when they are well and alive and have a life. So she is not admitted to a nursing home. She is at home with her son and daughter-in-law, and she lives in a very good big villa. But she has questions about life, and she has one problem that I try to address every day is she keeps on getting these old memories into her mind, and she cannot get rid of them, however much she is trying. There is a mechanism for that. If you understand and if you learn to vacate your mind so often, then you don't have to carry all these memories into your old age. Otherwise, those memories will get solidified in your cortical matter and they form like a highway, and that highway is concretized by thinking the same thing all the time. So the better thing would be live in the present, dump everything that has happened that has no relevance to you, and then that way you could be having an empty mind every day. That's possible. Okay, people don't try it. They allow the thoughts to slip into the subconscious, and then they go and form what's called samskaras or ingrained thoughts or tendencies, right? And they will come up all the time. Okay, so. Be present, enjoy yourself, and don't think too much. Don't carry these things. Don't cling on to these things. That's what I always talk about. Uh, Emptying the mind at the end of the day, right? So when I talk to my sister, she tells me that these uh, memories that she had of the long lost friends, long lost time, and her husband and her, he passed away. But all the memories of the long marriage, they had like I think 50 years of marriage, and he died. So it's the kind of remembering all of that, and she doesn't want them, some of them, but then her relationship with her extended family, the things that they enjoyed or they had problems, and all those things, they don't leave her. So we kind of taught her how to be focused on one thought and really be attending to what is in front of her. That has slowed down quite. Another thing that worked for her is I told her if the thought comes, ask the question, where is this thought coming from? What is the origin of it? And once you go and find out that origin and then stay there, which is your real witness consciousness, then automatically these thoughts flow stops. Okay, difficult to do, but then if you start slowly, if you say, okay, I have this mind that is running all the time, right? Then you say, okay, let us focus them into, instead of scattered thoughts, you want to focus them. And then you deep breathe, and then you try to focus on one object outside of you, maybe a candle. And you can stare at the candle for a long time and maintain your focus. This is called Tratak in yoga. Okay, this is an exercise they teach you to keep your health of the eyes. Because lacrimal gland works very well when you focus like that, and then you stay till you tear, and that's an exercise, and then because you are saying only one object and your focus is on one object, you don't want to think anything beyond that, your thoughts get really focused too. So it's a good exercise. That is something. And identifying where is the origin of this thought, where it is coming from, is coming from your inner being consciousness, right? That lights up these thoughts. So once you settle down in that consciousness, then it's a possibility to really be calm. you know. So these few exercises helped her, and every day I kind of talk to her. Apart from knowing what's going on, how is she doing, how is her health, and all that. That's there. But then that will be very brief because we talk every day. Then I will ask her, let us elevate our thinking. Where do we do? What do we do? And all. So anything that happened in the life, you can do that. Like, for example, there was tremendous rains in the city where she is living in India. The rains were, they got 25 inches in few hours, and the whole city flooded. And one of the reasons they flooded was they used to have what are called lakes, so many lakes, and what some people did, but illegally built big buildings, villas of millions of dollars worth of properties by draining those lakes. Normally, the rainwater used to go to the lakes and then stay there so that it is not flooded the rest of the city. But now they kind of taken away that space of the lakes, and all the water is coming all over the city. That's what their finding was. And uh, so nobody wants their houses to be taken off. And so they were objecting. But they are not having this elevated thinking of what is good for the entire city, not to just for themselves, that kind of thing. So it's a kind of understanding the bigger purpose and common good versus what's happening for me here now. That is elevated thinking. So we talk about several things: why the corruption was there in that society, why there is so much problem between Hindus and Muslims, and so whatever happens in the society, we kind of take it and then we elevate our thinking together. And that seemed to help her a lot. She is not influenced by societal events that are negative and don't want to see that. What they do? They have something happen, like somebody murdered something. The same negative story, they take it and they show every time, again and again and again and again. And if you are old and you are just sitting in the house and watching the TV, nothing else you are doing, then you see them without knowing what is the consequence of this negative story all the time. And these newspaper, they don't show one or two times. They kind of put it like a viral, kind of same thing again and again and again. Which is not good. So don't see that kind of gossipy, negative stories I tell her. So usually. I may be doing some spirituality related study or teaching or whatever, right? Then I will tell her, oh, today I talked about this, or today we kind of wrote about this, we kind of wrote this book and all that. And that is also very much happiness for her because I'm the littlest brother. I'm the seventh child. She is the third. So she was already a teenager when I was born, right? So after my mom had all these small kids too. So that's why the teenage girls helped. By my eldest sister, she took care of my sister above me, and this sister I'm talking to her now, she took care of me when I was a baby. So she has a motherly affection for me, and I always regard like that. So I feel like I need to spend time with her every day, and I do. It's not that hard, really. And then the more we are in touch with it, the more we know about it. So when things happen, I can react much more quickly instead of getting, knowing all the story once again. And his son is very happy because I keep my sister very happy and contented, and really feels like she's learning a lot in this time. you know so that is a simple life and rich inward thinking by elevating your thought to the world events, to the world, or to the whatever you want to study, right? So that's what happens in my life, and I hope it is happening with you too. So if you want to share anything, you come up and share with that. I'll be happy to. So, who is this? Oh, Mabel. Wonderful. I love to talk to Mabel. Hello, Mabel.
How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah,
You
good.
know, this is my Monday that I actually walk. When I walk, I don't want to connect
Yeah.
any like yeah. I want to be offline.
Yeah, yeah.
So I said, okay, it's Monday. Let me try. Let me try. So that's why like
Yeah.
who is live today. So
Yeah.
yeah, I see you. How are you?
I'm good. I just did a lot of organization this morning, and I woke up at 5 o'clock. From that to till I did my room at 8 o'clock, I was organizing things.
Wow, I saw your morning routine. I cannot join because I'm getting ready for that time.
Yeah,
I wake up 6, so getting ready for
yeah.
for my plan and everything. So it's just like
You
that's
see,
that's
you
that's
know,
part of why that I
did you know
love
how
it.
I developed this morning routine, Mabel? You know,
Uh huh.
you see what I reverse engineered. People come with stress and burnout, and I tell
Uh
them
huh.
all these things to do. Then I said, why
Uh
can't we teach them ahead of time before they go into this stress and burnout? Prepare you, prepare your body, prepare your mind, prepare your heart, and all that. And they are really important things that I am talking about, but they should be
uh huh.
doing that every day. It's not just in the morning only.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
It's like anytime, anywhere. If you want to be like distressing yourself, go ahead. Just take time.
yeah.
Go ahead. Go somewhere. You stay in one
See, there is a
in one
method to
bench or so.
this madness of information overload,
Mhm,
work stress, corporation, and all that, right? There, when you go there, they don't care about your being. They want doing. Do this stuff
mhm.
and get us money. That's what it is, basically. Right? All over the world, it's like that. So I told them, why don't you take care of yourself first? That's a comprehensive self-care. Take care of your body.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. 100%.
Yeah. You see, the four pillars I talk about, four pillars of wealth, everybody knows about them. They are
Mhm,
based on the ancient Sanskrit term of ahara, vihara, achara, vichara. What do you mean is,
mhm,
ahara means food. Take care of your food first. Eat
mhm.
properly, which we talk about all the time. And then optimal exercise. You see,
Mhm,
these comforts that we have, the cars, elevators, chairs, and all that, they are making
mhm,
us sit down more, not move
mhm,
more. But the important thing is we have to move our body. Either you are actively doing housework or some other thing, just to move at
mhm,
least a few times, get up and
mhm,
move. And then you got to have
mhm.
a good sleep and good rest. See, people don't come home and then unwind. they go and teach you some violent movie again, So I told them
Oh,
how to sleep also is something we can learn, and we can really improve our
uh-huh.
quality of sleep. That's what we should do. and
Yes,
and the last thing is manage your mind. Don't allow it to go run wherever it wants
yes.
to. So that's how I reverse engineered and said these people are not doing this from the morning. So why don't we give a program in the morning? Maybe they will catch it, and then they will improve their whole routine at the work. Because when I go to work, I get really energized. I really get energized, Mabel, because I enjoy my work, whatever it is. I take it as a challenge, and when I do it, it is energizing me. you know, I'm not complaining about work. I'm happy to be working. Yeah, yeah. You are kind of internet maybe not working, Mabel. You are not clear.
Okay, my
Yeah, you are you are in the matrix, so you are not coming through.
like anywhere they want because they're focusing on my preserve my G.
Yeah, you are probably internet because you're walking. Maybe the connection was not good. Maybe you know that's what happens.
Yes, that's right. You know what? Yes, that's true.
Yeah, I can't see you now. Like, see, go out and come back.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay, I think the connection is on. You don't want to be like I'm walking, and at the same time I'm talking.
Yeah, that's what
Totally,
happens.
totally finished.
Yeah,
Really, my internet does not
Mabel, go out and come back.
agree in one thing.
Go out and come back again. It's on the matrix. I don't see her picture. I don't.
Okay, then.
Okay. Mabel, that happened to me too when I went for a walk. Some of the clubhouse people, I used to be active on clubhouse at the time, and they were not able to hear me when I was on the banks of the Mississippi. So I had to turn back and then walk back to get our conversation going. So that's one risk when you go outside, you will always be, having the problem. Yeah, maybe she's now okay. Yeah, Mabel. Hopefully you're clear now. Yeah, there you are, Mabel.
Hello?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay.
You're coming in and out again. I can see you, but I can't hear you. So that can happen when you're walking outside. You may be in regions that are not good, and they don't feed very well. Yeah, you are coming through, but you are in matrix, Mabel. Yeah. So anyway, I planned here for half an hour, and we're almost 25 minutes into the talk. And anybody else has any comments or anything that you want to tell me or ask me, you can come up, and I'll be happy to answer that. Okay, Jason. Okay. Hi, Jason.
Good morning, Dr. Rao. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. You said something a little while ago that really resonated with me
Yeah.
about how being simple, having a simple life. It's hard in America.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they throw stuff at us. Yeah. Go ahead. Go on. Tell me.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm telling you that while I'm on my iPhone and I have my AirPod headphones on, and you know, Yeah, but it's something that my family we've been working on
Yeah,
actually over the last couple months,
yeah,
trying to go. Okay, we have way too much
things.
just stuff,
Yeah,
you
stuff.
know.
Mm,
And as we started going through it one thing at a time, I mean, we probably got rid of 75% of our clothes,
yeah,
donated them all to charity. We're taking stuff off the walls because we had just random decorations, things that some things that we paid a lot of money for, some things that we got for free
yeah,
or very little at like a thrift shop, but we just had stuff on every wall, and every wall you looked at was busy and cluttered. And the more we've gotten rid of,
the better.
the better yeah, we just feel better.
Yeah,
The house feels so much less
yes,
just stressful
yeah,
because it's getting things are getting simpler, or we're organizing. I heard you say you were organizing this morning.
yeah,
You know, organizing clothes and organizing books and
yeah. You see, it's like this. Uh, I feel like I need to maintain a minimalist lifestyle as part of my duty to the Mother Earth, you know. So, whatever that is not useful to me, I give it away, you know. Whatever that is really not going to be used for anybody is a waste, I don't keep it, you know. So
yeah.
reducing instead of 20 shirts, maybe 5 or 10, that's good enough. And then reducing everything. See, there is a book, Jason, on the Amazon. It's called Minimalism. Take a look at it.
Okay.
That is a good book to really read because these kids, a couple of them, they took a journey through the America with a very minimal, only two shirts or two pants, like that, very minimal. And that's very impressive how they were doing that, because they wanted to spread the message that we should be minimalistic as far as possible, so that we can help the earth not to have these toxic gases and all that. I thought that was very responsible on them by part to live like that and show to people how it is going to help our atmosphere.
Wonderful. Do you happen to know the name of
And
the
I have it in my Kindle library. I will text to you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I will
Great.
text.
Yeah, no, I would love to read it.
Yeah.
It is we're
Yeah.
kind of new. Like I said, it's just been the last couple months that we've decided we needed to
Yeah.
do that. We needed to simplify our lives,
I'm
and
I'm so
yeah,
proud of
it's
I'm
been
so
good.
proud of you, Jason, because you are trying to help the Mother Earth. That
Well,
will.
and it feels good,
Yeah.
not not just knowing that we're doing what's right for the world around us, but
Yeah. 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 You're right,
like
because if you clean up outward what we have, it does help you internally.
mhm,
Even the dishes, if you clean it up or you arrange the house, you feel so much better, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and it's wonderful to know, like the town we live in,
Mm.
there's a place where we can donate clothes,
Yeah, good, good.
and then people who need clothes can just come get them.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there's no cost either way, and
Mhm.
I just really love knowing that instead of just throwing it away, that somebody else is getting the things, the shirts and pants and
Exactly.
uh, even shoes and jackets and stuff that
Yeah,
we're not using. So hey, hopefully somebody else will get use out of them, and
yeah,
it saves them money. And yeah, it's very freeing.
yeah.
It's been really good for us.
Yeah, the simple living, higher thinking is a part of the ancient life, because they deliberately didn't want to accumulate a lot of things, right? And they used to move from one village to other village and stay there under the trees or in the common rooms and like that, because
Hmm.
they want to spend all their time investigating into themselves. Who am I? What am I? What is important in life? That kind of thing. And
Hmm.
so that became only for few people, but then they brought in so much wisdom to teach regular people like us how to live, how to take care of these things, that kind of thing. So that wisdom was very important for them to find out by being meditative and really going inward. and then finding out what's going on with their thoughts, with their all that, you know.
Oh yeah, my wife and I have been having a lot of discussions. I told her, I said, for most of my life, my question was always, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah,
And my question has changed. Now my question is, who am I supposed to be?
yeah,
And it's a very different uh, way to just consider my life and my days, and because I'm not constantly thinking
yeah.
of of the to-do list, even though I want to be faithful to my responsibilities. I'm just
Yeah,
not constantly thinking of that.
yeah,
I'm spending more time focused on God and who
yeah,
I need to be the best
yeah.
person I can be in the world where we live. And yeah,
You know,
it's been a fun journey.
my purpose was revealed in the ancient wisdom. They said, as a human being, your purpose is to turn inward and realize the divinity that is there in each one of us. It's not out there, but it's inside. And then once you land up in that, you treat other people better and you serve them. And also, you don't have to accumulate so much.
Yeah, yeah. It's not about me all the time.
Yes, yes.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, actually, you said you want to be the. It's not the person they're talking about. They're talking about the inner being that can use the personality, but not separating yourself as a person with other people. So there's a unity that happens when you realize that
Mm.
energy, and then Jason and me may have different bodies, different minds, different set of things, and all that, but we are at that level, life force, we are the same.
Yeah,
I,
I like that. I think, and it goes back even to what we were talking about
yeah,
earlier. So many people are focused on what they can get for themselves that we forget other people are people.
yeah,
That other people are, and yeah, we may have differing beliefs. We may even disagree on things,
yeah.
and that's okay. We're still people. We
Yes,
can still love each other. We can
yes,
still serve each other and
yeah,
care for each other. And oh, what a much better world we would have if more
yeah.
people would figure that
You know,
out.
I do this practically with all my patients. When they come, men come, women come, children come, right? And also other people come too, like blacks, whites, Chinese, Indians, everybody comes, right? Even Pakistanis and all. So I have seen all of them in New York, all of them in Chicago, and right now I'm in Iowa. I see them. A lot of people come in Iowa, mostly whites, but then blacks are there too. I don't care about the gender or the age or the color or any of that. I kind of try to look at the laser focus into the being where we are all one.
Mm.
And that's why it becomes much easier for me to attend to their suffering instead of getting caught up with my own prejudices, whatever.
Yeah, I love that
Yeah.
because none of that stuff should matter.
Yeah, I do that. I do that. You know how I
We're
do that?
people.
How I do that is I say to my themselves, Namaste. That's the Sanskrit word. We're saying, I am identifying with the divinity within me, and from this divinity, I'm identifying the divinity in Jason and prostrating the divinity.
Yeah, no, I love the word.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful word, and you hear it a lot if
yeah,
you watch
yeah,
videos on YouTube or
yeah.
whatever. But I don't think we stop
It's
often
actually
enough to think about it.
it's actually left hand representing our cognition, and right hand representing the what is this intuition, that is the heart, okay, mind and heart together at the heart level, and we are prostrating from there.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I mean, I know you put your hands together, but I didn't know that was the reason why. That's
yeah,
very cool.
yeah, very cool. See, the yoga gives you the balance. You know, it doesn't say you
Hmm.
just be only intellect or you just say only intuition. It says the balance. He say then you are coming from the heart to direct your mind not to be discriminatory, but more like inclusive.
Yeah. Well, and that's, I think you mentioned burnout, and we've talked a little bit about that
Yeah,
in phone calls and whatnot.
Mm.
And I think that's a lot of what burnout is just a terrible imbalance.
Exactly. And you keep calling me, you keep asking me whatever, you know, you want to have suggestions, that's fine. Okay. Keep that going so that don't shy away that you are calling me or texting me, anything like that. Text me,
Yeah,
and according to the thing, we will talk. That is something lacking is people are, everything is made commercial instead of just being people to people. I enjoy that. So that's why no problem.
yeah. Oh, and you're right. Yeah, it's so hard when you look at people as commodities
Yeah.
instead of human beings.
Yeah. Actually, doctors are losing a lot by that attitude. When you are relating human, Jason is a friend of mine. Jason may want to know something. Maybe I can send him something that may help him. And if he is out of that, whatever pain, whatever discomfort he has, that is my reward.
Mm,
And that is
yeah,
really cannot put a cost. That is the problem with America is they put dollar in everything. And if you put dollar for everything, you are a demon, they said, ancients. If you put money as the priority, then you are a demonic person, they said. Yeah.
yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I mean, I know I've told you I'm a pastor, and
Yeah.
I meet with a lot of people and I talk with a lot of people, and I've never charged anyone for it
Yeah.
with counseling, or if it's a wedding, or if it's a funeral,
Yeah.
or going over to someone's house because they're having trouble with one of their kids, or
Yeah.
whatever it is. And they
Wonderful.
always ask me, well, what does it cost? And I go, it doesn't cost you anything. I
Wonderful.
said, this is why I'm here.
A lot of people,
You know,
lot of will tell me you give away everything, then they won't pay you. So, but I say, well, I get a lot out of me really helping them and all that. And that is something I teach the doctors. Okay. I go there with an attitude of service, go there with the attitude of relieving the suffering, then you feel whole lot better and you have this human relationship with the patient that feeds you like anything. Not that we have to depend on that. See, I don't depend on people praising me, all that. No. But then
yeah,
when they show the affection and love, actually, they don't pay attention to the specialist, but they come and hug me and talk to me and all that. You know, that is very
oh yeah,
enriching life. So,
absolutely. Absolutely. Well, and I can say I greatly appreciate you.
yeah,
Ever since we met a couple of weeks ago, I've really appreciated your help, and
yeah.
so thank you.
Consider me as your friend, and whenever you want to talk something, text me. Okay, according to the time,
Absolutely.
I may set it up and call you right away or later, according to what is going on. Okay, but
Sure.
but
Well, I appreciate that.
yeah, feel free and say I have this question. I want to talk to Dr. Rao. Feel free to text it. You know.
I will. I will. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'll jump off in case somebody else wants to get on.
Thank you, Jason. Very good.
Thank
You have come up. Thank you.
thank you.
So, Jason and me, we were talking offline. And any of you also, if you have some doubt or something that you want to talk to me about, or you want to tell me about, feel free to DM me. No problem. Okay. So, with that, I will take leave now, and I will see you again later or tomorrow morning for sure. I think my Instagram also timed out, no battery there. I think battery is out of it, so I could not get up and do those things. Anyway, I'm saying hi, Peter. Peter is my newfound friend. Like we are always talking about things. So. Uh, Thank you, and I will see you back again.